What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Sum. Hit the keys. Here today to bring you guys a quick review and demonstration over Minipol by Karanyi Sounds. It's basically a soft synth. It's got 4 different voices and it emulates analog synths from like the 80s and the 90s. So it's perfect for like synthwave or hyperpop or rage, or if you're making Pharrell type beats. I mean, really anything that you need synths in, it's perfect for. Make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But let's go ahead and get right into this review. Sum, hit the key. All right, guys, so I brought you to the website first. Make sure when you go to the website, what you're gonna wanna get is the Minipol limited edition version. It is currently on sale for $30. So you will see the other version here as well. The other version is typically $49.99. With this limited edition, you are gonna get a Rapture cinematic sound pack or expansion with it as well. So it's going to come with the 300 sounds that it initially has, and then it's going to come with an additional 75 sounds in that expansion pack as well. So when you hop into the plugin, it's going to look like this. So it's very colorful. It's pretty cool. You can do a lot of cool stuff with this plugin. As you see here, you have 4 different oscillator levels here. You can fine tune the voices here. You can go up an octave or down an octave right here. And then it's got panning here. It's got 2 more oscillator levels right here. One is for noise and one is for sub. It's got ADSR control for loudness and for filter envelope. And then it's got different filter types down here from high pass, band pass, and low pass. Here you got your filter LFO, your gain LFO, and then you got effects over here from filter, delay, chorus, tone, and space. These buttons down here at the bottom are pretty cool because they basically randomize the color in whatever section that they're under. So if I hit this red button, it'll randomize all the red knobs in this section. The same here, if I hit the red one here, it'll randomize these red knobs. And so basically it's going to give the synth a different sound, a different feel, some different flavor. If you hit this button down here and you roll the dice, it'll automatically generate a whole new patch for you. So I made a little sample beat as always. I want to say off tops that this plugin is not CPU intensive at all. I have like 8 instances of the synth up on this track, and it was at 22 without the screen recording as far as my CPU usage. So that's pretty solid. So the beat's not all the way mixed down as always. And it's kind of like a, synthwave beat. So, let's go. All right, guys, so that's the little beat that I put together for you guys today. Let's go ahead and pull Minipol back up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up this bottom instance right here. So when you hit the initial preset, it's going to sound like this. So nothing too fancy at all. One thing that's nice is that if you click right here and you scroll up or scroll down, it changes the waveform of that actual oscillator level. So like, let's say I move all these down. It's going to now make it sound like this. So let's go ahead and just put it back on the first noise that it was on. And so with this, if you mess with the different levels, so So you can hear how it's changing the voices. It's got a sub down here as well. So you can turn the sub on as well, and you get a little bit of bass in that preset. So let's go ahead and click this back up and click it back down. Let's turn the sub on. And it's got 3 different types for the sub. It's also got noise right here, so you can add a little bit of static to it. And you can change the color of the noise as well. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to turn the sub off for just a minute. You got wow over here, so you can mess with the wow. So you can hear the difference in that as well. And then you have ADSR for loudness, and you have it for filter envelope as well. We're not really going to mess with ADSR because it's pretty much, self-explanatory. If you look at it too, this tells you how everything's routed. So it tells you that this box of oscillators is the first step, and then it goes down to color, and then it goes down to sub, and then it's going to come over here to your velocity and your wow. And it just tells you the chain of effects and how everything goes. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and mess with this filter over here and listen to how this sounds. And you can mess with the frequency on this. So we'll just turn it off. We don't need it on. It's got delay over here too as well. And so then it has different kinds of delay. So it's got mono, and it's got a quarter, an eighth, and a 16th, and it also has ping pong as well. So that's pretty dope. It's got chorus, so you can use the chorus effect as well. Turn the feedback up. Oh, that was pretty rough. So that's pretty cool. It's got a tone control. And then what's nice is this reverb. This reverb is fire because they have a bunch of different types of reverb. So let's turn this tone off. But they have a bunch of different reverbs. So they emulate a bunch of different stuff here. So let's hit this hall. Effects. So it's pretty nice as well. You got a church. Chutch. So the reverbs are a little bit different. And so then you also have your LFO filters down here as well. And then you have your gain down here. So that's pretty solid. So let's go ahead and hop into some of the presets. So let's go ahead and just push up and let's check out some different presets. So this one right here, this DK time and space. Fire preset, DK the fog. So these right here are actually in the Rapture kit. So when you look into the presets, you're gonna have a couple different kits. These are some soundscapes, which are pretty solid. But when you look at your factory presets, you get a ton of presets. Like I said, there's 300 of them. And so, you have some basic, you have a bunch of bass, you got keys, a whole bunch of keys here. And then you have different stuff emulating like Junos and Jupiters and all that stuff right there. When you're looking at the bass, you have some emulating Moogs. You just have different kind of basses here. You have fat basses, you have all kinds of stuff. So You know, you have long and fat, pause. But you have just all kinds of different stuff. You got some for synthwave. We'll go ahead and hit the synthwave long. So you just have all kinds of stuff. Wobble bass. And then you have like different kinds of keys. So obviously these are all synth, so it's not going to sound like, you know, some piano keys, but you know, got some Juno keys. And then you can use this control pad as well to move down. So just all kinds of different kinds of keys. Let's go ahead and hit something here. So that's nice as well. You got pads. So you got all kinds of different stuff. You got sine, you got square, you know, you got basically your good start point. So it's not bad at all. And then over here in Rapture, you know, you have some more basses right here. So you have leads in here. You have a bunch of plucks and keys. I mean, you got all kinds of different stuff. You know, so you just got all kinds of different stuff, different soundscapes and all that good stuff. I mean, whatever you're looking for, you can basically find in here as far as for synths. You know, that's fire as well. So I'm going to show you guys one more last little thing with this. We're going to go ahead and hit basic. We're just going to go ahead and grab a saw wave. Let's close this down. So remember when I was telling you before, you can randomize stuff in the plugin. So this is what that saw sounded like. All right, so now pay attention to all the red knobs as I push this red button right here. Now you see how it automatically randomated all of those to different levels? And then you can do that with everything that's corresponding to the color. So if I tap this one right here, you see how it started to change the fine tuning, the green knobs, move some things down an octave, one up an octave, and then it messed with all the panning and all the fine tuning and all that. And then if I push this button right here, it randomizes everything that is in this box or in this section. And so then I can do the same over here. Like I can randomize all the effects. So it's like that right there can give you instant motivation. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what kind of beat that you want to make, you can come over here and hit random a few times, and you start off with something completely different than what you started with. And then you can hit this dice button and it'll randomize everything. And you see how that sounds completely different than it did to start off with? You can hit it again. You know? So basically, again, who is this synth for? In my opinion, it's for anybody who's doing any kind of synth type music. So if you're on a budget and you need a solid synth, I would definitely say check this out. It's good for your synthwave. It's good for your hyperpop. I would use it in any genre of music that I make. I think it's good for rage. It's probably good for EDM. It's good for making hip hop beats like Pharrell. I mean, it's good for all that, and it's only $30. It's lightweight. So, you know, most synths, you can't get like 8 different instances of a synth on a regular PC computer before it starts, you know, wanting to click and make all kinds of different noise and crackles. So make sure if you guys like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Sum, hit the key.